Word association, rookie defensive players. We'll start with the first defensive player taken in the draft, even though he waited a long time because it was all offensive guys for the first half of the round or close to it. Laiatu Latu, I remember we talked to him at the scouting combine back in February. Give me the first thing that comes to mind with him.
A natural. That's what I kind of look at, right? Yeah, we always do the same thing. Look test. Does he belong, right? What's the movement look like? Is he as strong as he was in college? Is he, now in the pros? Right? Is his ability to get around the edge the same? All that. But he only played in the preseason game number 1. But damn, he looked good, right? Starting caliber, no doubt about it. Boom. Rush the passer, has great get off, got a good little spin move. He's strong in the run game to set the edge. He can push the pocket. They got something there. He fits their defense. Him across from Kwity Paye because they lost Samson Ekubam, right? So he's not going to be able to contribute. Latu's in the fire right away, and he'll be able to handle it. And in the end, I think he will be the best pass rusher on that football team from week 1 on. I really do.
Yeah, for me, exactly what they needed because, look, they essentially – we get so caught up in offensive players, and they have Anthony Richardson, they have Jonathan Taylor, they've got the receivers, they paid Michael Pittman.
Good old line, right?
You still got to play defense.
Yep.
And, in the year that Dwight Freeney went to the Hall of Fame, it makes sense to go out there and get somebody who can chase the quarterback. Their offense can put him in a position where they can use him, get leads, hold leads, set him loose on quarterbacks, and we'll see what he can do. He's got that great story. He was basically recommended to retire because of the neck injury, and he persisted, and he's arrived, and we'll see what he can do. All right, I think this guy's our favorite defensive player in the draft, Byron Murphy II. The Seahawks got him at 16, I believe, second defensive player taken. What do you got for him?
Hook 'em horns, baby! Hook 'em horns! He came out swole. That's what he said to us at the combine, right? But my word association would be game wrecker. He isn't going to be a game wrecker. He is going to change that defense. They've been missing that guy in Seattle ever since the Legion of Boom. Who's somebody up front that can F the play up and just cause disasters? And, man, in 2 games, Murphy looks like not only is he capable of doing that and winning with athleticism and, one-on-one versus interior O-lineman, you better rethink that. He's going to be one of these guys where they're going to go, well, we might have to slide his way no matter what because him one-on-one versus our guard is not a good thing. He's the real deal, let alone, for not being the giant 340-pound nose tackle. He really holds his ground really well on double teams. He's been damn good. Damn good.
See, I thought you were going to go with play effer upper.
You're right. I should have.
Up the play,
you do it.
You are
got
play
it.
effer upper. He's play effer upper. And there was one of the NFL does, NFL Films, and I think Skydance do on the clock. It's just like a 90-minute look at the draft. And they were in the Rams draft room. And again, sometimes you show a little too much to the world about who else you wanted instead of the guy you got. Efforts to trade up, and at one point they were hot on Byron Murphy, which makes sense with Aaron Donald retiring because he can have that same kind of impact. The guy who destroys everything, blows up the interior of the offensive line, and then all the other defensive players go feast.
That's right. And he's versatile on that defensive line, too, where he could play nose tackle, 3 technique, shade nose. He could do so many different things, too. And, like we said, I think he's versatile in his attack as far as can he shoot the gap or can he hold his ground? Whatever he needs to do, he can do it all, Mike. You're right about that.
All right, how about Vikings edge rusher Dallas Turner, their second first-round pick? They didn't have to give up that second first-round pick, and they traded up. I think they trade up.
Yeah, they traded up to get him. They did.
They traded up to get him. What's your word association for him?
Well, freaky-looking specimen, right? Freaky-looking specimen, needs a little polish for sure, but one of those guys, when you look at him out there, you go, whoa, wait, who's that guy there? That looks a little different, right? I mean, unbelievable-looking legs, unbelievably long arms. Last game, Mike, he didn't even rush the passer a ton. They dropped him back into coverage a ton with, Flores does all these crazy things on defense. You could see he's perfectly natural and capable of doing that. We saw him get pressure in the first preseason game. He's got real bend and real first-step explosion. He just needs more of a variety of an attack as a pass rusher. That's what we're going to see from him. I think he's young and raw still in that way. So his is just polished, but, man, the tools are there.
Potential centerpiece. That's what
There
they need.
you go.
You know,
Right.
Who's the guy you think of when you think of the Vikings defense? It had been Harrison Smith. He's getting toward the end. Danielle Hunter is gone. You need one guy that strikes fear. You need one guy like the Byron Murphy, like the Aaron Donald, the one guy that everyone on the offensive line is checking before the play. Where is he and who's got him? Because that's the way the rest of the defense can really go. And the Vikings defense, I mean, there have been some years where they have been phenomenal. The Purple People Eaters, the early 90s with Chris Dolman and John Randall and Keith Millard. And they need something like that now. And with Hunter gone and Davenport gone, it falls to Turner. He's got to be the centerpiece of that defense. Whether he will or won't be, we'll see. But that's what he needs to be for the Vikings to be what they want to be, which right now is looking like fourth place in the NFC North.
Well, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. But, damn, you know, there's still some things to like about this team. There is, and I'm not giving up on Sam Darnold, right? And hopefully this year between Dallas Turner and Greenard on the other side, you know, maybe you don't have to blitz as much as you did in last year and be as crazy on defense. And, you know, Flores can be a little more creative with coverages instead of trying to confuse the offensive line all the time with all the stuff he does up there.
Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.